On behalf of the wife seeking transfer of divorce proceedings from Palwal to 30,000. There are
It was refused.
It was because she withdrew it. But there's a 125 proceedings pending and 498A proceedings pending in 30,000, which she is attending.
You did not mention about the husband section 9 in your petition.
It is a legal aid matter. This information was not given to us. It was filed through legal aid. No, we spoke to the client. She didn't tell us about it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
You know, we only seek to disallow the order of transferring the petition under section so-and-so Hindu Marriage Act before the learned principal judge family court of
Let it be.
Palwal, Haryana.
Let it be allowed, sir. Template order. Parties to appear before the transferee court in the week commencing on 22nd of July 2025.
Obliged.
My lords, I appear for the petitioner wife. My lords are pleased to send it to mediation on the last date, but the mediation failed. I request for.
Who's appearing for that?
For the respondent, the one small request, instead of Gujrala, can it be to Guntur? There are only 115 kilometers.
I have an objection to that.
Why
Lord
do
says-
you want Guntur?
No, because this is a village and there is no internet facilities.
Guntur from that village.
That 115 kilometers.
115 kilometers, both of you will be traveling then.
We have
My
no,
lord says-
and she has filed one criminal matter in that particular.
Let it be.
There will be.
No, let it be in the.
There is a threat. Well, there is no conference facilities, no internet facilities.
No, it must be a town. It will not.
My lord is a district headquarters. My village doesn't have a
Allowed.
Oh.
great.
Parties to appear before the transferee court on 23rd of July 2025.
Item 3, the transfer petition, I appear for the petition.
Minutes before my learned
Only requesting if my lords.
we are ready to
Yes,
go in
my lords,
mediation.
This can be sent to mediation. This is a matter.
Template order for mediation.
I'm grateful.
A joint
I
review.
only request, my lords, in case
Parties to appear before the mediator on 22nd of May 2025. List before the court in the week commencing 4th of August 2025.
I only request, my lords, the first hearing to be through VC and then
That
thereafter.
will be there.
Very well.
I'm so grateful.
Grateful.
My lord, settlement talks are going on between the parties
Item 4.
in item 4.
Lordship, I
Are you
am not-
aware?
No, Your Lordship, I am not aware. In fact, today only I had a word with the respondent. He didn't tell me this fact, Your Lordship.
Let's kindly refer to the mediation as my senior opposed.
No worries.
You want to go for mediation,
Yes.
try mediation?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Template order for mediation, parties to appear.
My lords,
before-
for kindly request for VC through.
That will be there. Parties to appear before the mediator on 22nd of May 2025. Let's wait for the court in the week commencing 11th of August 2025.
Deeply appreciated.
So grateful.
Please allow us. It's coming for the first time for the respondent. My client is, he wants a mediation, an effort to mediation.
So who's appearing for the? Who's appearing for the petitioner? What's the stage of proceedings?
It's a divorce.
Lordship, in
petition.
item 5, I appear for the petitioner wife, my lords.
The counsel for the respondent got instructions saying that they'd like to explore possibility of settlement. And the matter may be referred to mediation.
No objection, my lords.
Okay. Template order for mediation.
So
Parties to appear before the mediator on 23rd of, make it 21st of May 2025. Let's before the court in the week commencing 18th of August 2025.
grateful.
Lordship, I appear for the respondent wife. Lordship, I also want to settle this matter, my lords, in the mediation.
Who's
Lordship,
appearing for the petitioner?
My lords, I'm appearing for the petitioner. The notice was issued for the limited purpose of seeing if the parties, yes, your lordship. So, yes, your lordship, it may be listed
Template
before
order
the
for
mediator.
mediation on 21st of May 2025, this before the court in the week commencing 18th of August 2025.
grateful.
And Your Lordship, the petitioner is not in a position to travel because of the medical conditions. So
You can
the
appear through
VC,
video conferencing.
yes, Your Lordship, that much obliged.
For respondent in this matter, well, as I'm requesting for a mediation, well, as both parties doesn't want to stay, they've mentioned the pleading, well, let an attempt be made for settlement, well, once.
Lordship, some traveling expenses may be granted. She is not working.
Where are you staying?
Well, Lucknow.
But you can join through video conference.
Yes.
Template order for mediation, parties to appear before the mediation center or mediator on 21st of May 2025. This before the court in the week commencing 18th of August 2025. In case the parties are required to appear in person. In case the petitioner is required to, petitioner Priya Saxena is required to appear in person, the respondent Vikas Srivastava will pay 214 and boarding and lodging expenses of the petitioner.
Please, Lords. Lords, petition by the wife, Lords, seeking transfer of divorce proceedings filed by the husband from Bathinda to Lords Dwarka.
It is not Bathinda, Lordship, it is Rohtak to Dwarka.
From Rohtak, Lords, please.
Do you have any objection?
Lordship, I have two primary objections. There are only two grounds made out.
Yes.
Firstly, Lordship, the respondent is a serving army officer.
90 kilometers. Okay.
No,
She was working, Lordship. She has the capacity and the capability.
What is her educational qualification?
she's B.Ed, my Lords.
She was working
Where
She
was
was
she
working
working?
prior to marriage, my Lords.
Where was she working?
In a school, my Lords.
APS SR.
In Hisar.
His
Yes,
son,
please.
prior to marriage. my Lords.
And
After
Lordship,
marriage-
may I just show the address that they've made out is at Sector 16 Dwarka. And their ground is that it is their father's address, who was already retired. The only address otherwise,
No, he's staying in his own accommodation in Dwarka.
no, that was the government accommodation which he has to, or he would have
He's
already
staying in the
vacated.
government accommodation.
Right now also, my Lords, post-retirement.
He's
Then
retired.
no transfer.
My Lords, just retired in December, my Lords.
Maybe, but again, there'll be another request for transfer.
No, my Lords, there won't be
Please,
a request, my Lords. My statement with regard to that be recorded. My Lords, the only difficulty, my Lords, that we have, my Lords, he's a.
The permanent address is Hisar.
No, my Lords, it is not his arm, my Lords. Prior
It's
to that,
Charki
Where
Dadri.
is the other house? Where do you have your other
Lords,
house?
they are in Delhi, my Lords. They have a house in.
Sorry, please.
They have a house in Delhi also, my Lords. They have a house in Delhi
Which
also,
place?
my Lords.
Which place?
Lordship may have page 35. The ID of the respondent petitioner is over there.
Which place is the house?
Charki Dadri.
They'll take a house on rent in Delhi only.
Sorry,
Because,
sorry.
Lords would see, my Lords, there is a CWCL proceeding also that is pending in Delhi. my Lords.
Sorry,
What DV is on,
No,
there
not
in Delhi only,
accepted.
my Lords.
There it
He's a major, my Lords.
decline, sorry.
Please, my lordship.
Nine.
Lordship, this transfer petition is filed on behalf of wife. She is seeking transfer from Chittoor district, from Bangalore to Chittoor district. The divorce case has been filed by the husband. There are 3 cases already pending in the Chittoor,
Who's
where
appearing?
the husband is regularly participating.
Who's appearing?
Your Lordship, I am appearing for the respondent husband. We request this matter may be sent for mediation, and the other matters which my learned friend has referred now, that in 498 case, it is a stay already. If
There are
the
other
matter
2
is
cases
sent for
also under
mediation-
DVC and maintenance. She can do that, but that also has to be in Chittoor because she doesn't have the financial means.
You can appear through video conference.
The matter may be
She
sent. for
doesn't know
mediation.
there's a language barrier also because she knows Telugu better. And
Then can we send it to the mediation center attached to Hyderabad, at Hyderabad, Vijayawada?
Your Lordship, respondent husband would be able to appear through VC. He's taking care of his ailing father
Fine.
and also
On the
2
joint
children.
request where the parties matters referred to the mediation center attached to the mediation center at Vijayawada. Parties will appear, are given liberty to appear through video conferencing. But short delay, follow the template order. Parties to appear before the mediator on 20, the court holidays are till when? Is the mediation center functioning? Are you aware? Okay. The parties to appear before the mediator on 10th of June 2025, this before the court in the week commencing 18th of August 2025.
Your Lordship, matter may be listed after the report is received, mediation.
We have given a date before the court so that the mediator also knows that he has submitted.
Grateful, Your Lordship.
Lordship, both the parties have settled the matter, Your Lordship, and they've moved in joint application. before this one.
Application, yes, ma'am. We have.
The transaction is over, the
Yes.
transaction.
Yes,
Registry has been done?
Yes, Your Lordship, it has been done.
Registry has been done?
Yes,
Yes,
yes. We have written on page 4 also.
During pendency of the present petition, parties have entered into written settlement dated 8 February 2025, which has been placed on record. While IA number dash. Stop. Then it calls for the parties state that they have confirmed and accept the said settlement agreement. Full stop. IA number so and so also records that documents in terms of the settlement agreement for transfer of the immovable property, that is the flat situated at so and so page number 4, have been executed and registered in favor of the petitioner so and so. Stop. Next page. We take the settlement agreement to the court. Stop. The parties will be bound by the terms of settlement. Stop. And we have the settlement agreement. We also exercise a power under Article 142 of the Constitution of India and hereby dissolve the marriage into C. The petitioner so and so and the respondent so and so by passing a degree of mutual consent, divorce by mutual consent. Full stop. Next page. We also hereby quash in view of the degree for mutual consent, the application number 2108 of 2024, under section 13 of the Hindu Marriage Act, pending before the Family Court, Varanasi,
Varanasi, yes, Lordship.
will become infructuous and will be treated as disposed of. Number 2. We also exercise a power under Article 142 of the Constitution of India and quash the criminal proceedings arising out of FIR number 259 of 2024, registered as Mahila Police Station, Bikaner, Rajasthan. So there's a proceedings under 125 also?
Yes,
Yes, Your Lordship.
all may be closed, my lord.
They are already closed.
No, my lord, may be closed by this court. If my lord. Para 3, para 6.
In view of the consent terms, we also close the proceedings initiated by the petitioner so and so under section 125 of the Code of Criminal Procedure.
And Your Lordship.
DV.
There is a DV Act.
Acha, under section, what's it?
12.
The details are at my lord, page
Page
4 and
4,
5.
Your Lordship.
Para
Para
6,
6.
my lord. So all details are there, my lord. All cases may be closed.
144 of the BNSS, pending in the
Family
court of,
Bikaner.
Family court, Bikaner.
in the pending in family court, Bikaner.
There are other cases also, my lord, may kindly close it because
All-
para 6, my lord. All,
Which are the other cases?
my lord, there is
Section 12 and
Section
23 of
12
the
and
Particularly the case under section 12,
482 is
the-
also.
Domestic Violence Act
Yes.
and application number.
Well, para 6 are the details, my lord.
The case number you have not given.
So, Your Lordship, this 1999 is a case number,
1999.
application number
Or which year?
of 2024. 24, Your Lordship.
Both parties are here also.
Mhm.
The case under section 12 of the Domestic Violence Act, the application number 1999 of 2024 and application under section 23 of the Domestic Violence Act, being application number 2000 of 2024, pending before the Court of Civil Judge and Judicial Magistrate, Bikaner, will be treated as also settled
One more, my lord.
in terms of the settlement agreement.
This is 482 by the husband also.
Not required once this is done.
Well, let me kindly record both parties are here.
Both the parties are present.
You are there, you've signed the settlement agreement, you've settled. Record their presence and say both the parties are also present in person and state that they've signed and executed the settlement agreement and they are bound by the terms of settlement.
Lots.
Much obliged.
Grateful, man.
Manoj, these items will have to be decided on their individual facts now in the light of the Constitution Bench judgment in Central Organization Railways on unilateral appointments.
So
Manoj,
what happens in the first case?
Manoj, I'm in 11.3. So 11.
First case, nothing. First case was only a reference. And 11.2 I appear in is also influence.
List in the week commencing 27th of July, 2025.
11.2 is infructuous. It's infructuous, my lord, your lordship. It could be disposed of.
Who's appearing to enhance?
Talwar is there.
I appear for the respondent. My lord said directed formation of a tribunal under 142
Yes.
and mentioned specifically that notwithstanding the reference, the
They
award can be
didn't
passed.
come up then on that.
Great.
Very great.
Great.
Just as I always watch your lordships every day, and as I watch today, it occurs to me that clarity and sense of doing justice seem to be flowing in your lordship's veins as easily as the oxygen we breathe. And it's a matter of great admiration for us to share this wonderful thought with the lordships today. The fact that we are full court, a fully assembled court, is in proof of the fact that 100 kindred hearts have come here to wish you warmly and then as warmly as they would like to do. Late yesterday night, I was trying to prepare my SCBA speech for today's evening. In the morning when I got up, I was wondering, what else will I say before the ceremonial bench? But I may still have something to say before the ceremonial bench. So morning as I entered the chamber, I thought it is not that before the ceremonial bench we say things ceremoniously, we say things with our wholehearted involvement and engagement. So we celebrate the entry of every honorable judge in this court. And we further celebrate how the presence of the honorable judge has added value to the court. Let me say that the honorable the Chief Justice, both as a judge and as Chief Justice, has added immense value to the functioning and the role of the court as a sentinel on the qui-vive. Not one branch of law of importance has not been explored by you on the bench. Like ADM Jabalpur, on an everyday scale, you have underscored liberty by closely looking at the penalty, attentively dealt with fairness in all procedures, contractual, statutory, or personal, and ruled against bias and breaches of natural justice. You placed impersonal conduct above personal interventions. You found that institutional integrity is a paramount and stood by it both in your judicial pronouncement as well as court management. Your departure will leave a certain void, may not be easily filled up. Like a river flowing quietly, you accomplished many judicial tasks. And I may say that your views carry impeccable logic and simple and elegant appeal. We're all going to miss you. I say I'm going to miss you as a personal friend.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson.
Please, Lordship Phillips. Lord, I had an occasion, or rather rare opportunity, to appear before your Lordships on almost many branches of law. One thing I can say, that after arguing and leaving the court, I have always found something new, and I have always felt enriched by some new point which your Lordships have given. Lord, litigants may succeed, litigants may lose, but we as lawyers never felt that we lost because we were given very patient and considerate hearing. We were confident that whatever we want to convey is conveyed to the bench and is considered in the judgments. So the third thing which, my lord, I would be failing in my duty if I don't mention, well, your Lordship's judgments I have been seeing from the High Court days till your Lordship's last judgment presiding over the Constitution bench, very crisp and short, And your lordships have always, Lord, understood and maintained a distinction between a judicial verdict and a thesis or Lord, essay. Lord, I'm really grateful. Lord, this, I'm sure, my Lord, your lordships have worthy successors, and this, my Lord, process will continue. Lord, at last, my Lord, may I take the liberty of saying, Lord Justice H.R. Khanna would be really proud of your lordships today, my lords. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Solicitor.
Lord.
Kind words.
My Lord, 20 years, my lords, of judgeship is a long, long journey. And in that great journey, in the High Court and in this court, there's not a single blemish in that record. And as my learned friend, the solicitor, mentioned, it's the dissent of H.R. Khanna that reverberates, echoes in our minds today, with the majority buried and forgotten. It is that legacy that you carried forward in this court. You enhanced the prestige of the chair on which you sat. And you are the beacon light for those who follow you. And I can say that there is no branch of the law in which you have a sense of clarity which was not even in this side of the bench. Your intuitive sense of justice, your equanimity, your courage, your transparency, your ability to grasp the point, and your encouragement to youngsters in this court, asking them to argue when they have an opportunity. I mean, these things will never be forgotten, because you leave, what happens is when you are like that streak in the sky that comes across and is never forgotten. That's what you are. You symbolize the best in a judge. You symbolize what matters to the journey of the judiciary in the course of time. You are the one who sets standards, and I'm sure others will follow. May God speak to you. May God bless you. I know you must be feeling a sense of relief. But we at this end will miss you. We are not happy that you are going away from us, but you're not going to go away from us. We're going to bother you in times to come. But when you get up in the morning tomorrow, what are you going to do with the 20-year habit that you have? That's something that you'll have to deal with today evening. But it's getting up tomorrow and thinking that you're going to court, and you'll say, look, let me be idle and make being idle my business. So thank you very much. God bless you and to your family. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Simple. You've been over generous to me.
Chief Judge.
I'm happy to take out the judgeship from you.
Chief Justice, the inevitable comparisons to Justice Khanna will always be there. And your tenure is a testament to the fact that the DNA of judicial courage can be passed from one generation to another. You have taken unprecedented steps of making judicial accountability at the highest. The system is strong under you. It was strong under your guidance, and we look forward to a great innings from you now in your third one, which you have already promised. And the last few months of my lords were literally a little baptism of fire, with so many sensitive cases coming. But you had steadied the ship, and calm and tranquility prevailed all over the country. The nation owes a debt to you, my lords.
Thank you, Mr. Nair.
As a slightly older 14th May, may I only say this, that Chief Justice Khanna has shown us that the proof of the pudding is in the judging and not in the speaking.
Thank you, Mr. Raju. We share the same birthday.
My Lord,
Mr. Raju also wanted to speak from the...
My Lord, gratitude, respect, and emotion encompass this moment as we celebrate an illustrious career
spanning decades, committing to upholding values and rendering justice. Your Lordship is a towering personality in the field of law. You have been an honest judge, sir. You have honored the position of the chair you have graced. A few days ago, I read an article which praised you for your Lordship for being a judge who quietly defended the Constitution through trials and by fire. It was written that without chasing legacy or limelight, your Lordship took firm decisions that protected and upheld liberty and preserved public trust in the judiciary. I couldn't agree more. I am awed by your Lordship's attention to detail and the ability to read matters thoroughly despite a heavy workload. Your Lordships have authored several landmark judgments where guiding factors has always been to render justice. The RTI judgment, for instance, the judgment where your Lordship said that under Article 142, even a divorce can be granted by this honorable court. The judgments go on and on. There's one order which is not a judgment because it's an interim order in Kejriwal's case, where your Lordship carved out a new path as far as bail is concerned, arrest is concerned. And I am beholden to your Lordship for rendering that judgment, though it to some extent went against me. My Lord, as far as I am concerned, I will cherish every moment that I've appeared before your Lordship. Even those few occasions where we have not seen eye to eye. I've enjoyed the process of trying to convince my lords. I must point out one incident which throws light on your Lordship's simplicity. I ordinarily do not go to the Lodi Garden for a walk, but on a rare occasion, I went to the Lodi Garden for a walk and I bumped into your Lordship. I was surprised that your Lordship was all alone. There was no security, nothing. And I later on found out that your Lordship had walked all alone from your Lordship's bungalow to the Lodi Garden. It shows your Lordship's simplicity. And that is another thing that I admire as far as your Lordship is concerned. Now, as far as the Lordship is concerned, your Lordship is going to begin a new phase in your life. I thank you for your exemplary service to the nation. And I wish that your future days be filled with joy, happiness, and peace. God bless you, sir. It's a pleasure
Thank
knowing
you,
you.
Mr. Raju. Hopefully my morning walks will resume.
And I will also now try to resume my morning walks in Lodi Garden, sir. Grateful.
Well, before I thank and congratulate my Lord on this day today, I must point out two very powerful statements which came from the Honorable the Chief Justice. One in recent times, my Lord, while hearing a case, said that when we sit on this bench, we lose our religion and we are secular. That's extremely powerful statement coming from the Supreme Court of India. And this is being noticed all across the world. Scholars have noticed this statement also. So this is extremely powerful. Second is, I think this we all experience every day. And the statement is, Mr. Balbi, we have to look at it. So we have to give 1 minute. So the film, our inning starts at 60th second. So that's equally powerful for us. So that these are two statements I want to remind ourselves. But other than that, I have multiple reasons to be inspired by my lords, and I have appeared before my lord since last 15 years. The way my lord has conducted the court in his personal life, I can say with some certainty that it's an inspiration for this generation of lawyers to reaffirm that walking on the straight line can take you far. And that I think everybody should imbibe and look at that. With this, I thank you for serving for last 20 years. And we are the beneficiary of the delivery of justice by the Honorable Chief Justice. I sincerely wish a very healthy, retired life, and whatever you do, you enjoy in that process. At the same time, we welcome the incoming dynamic Chief Justice we have, Justice Gavai, and we look forward to continue the process with him. And we are grateful that somebody like Justice Gavai is taking charge of this institution. And that's what the all from my side I would like to say.
Thank you, Mr. Balveer Singh.
If I can take just 1 minute.
Yes.
Please. I think a poet put it best when he said, sound the clarion, fill the fife, throughout this sensual world proclaim, one crowded hour of glorious life is worth an age without a name. Your Lordship has had a brief, crowded hour, and it has been glorious. The best Chief Justice that India never had would have approved. Go well, sir. Go in peace. May health, happiness, and prosperity be your companions. Thank you very much.
Your Lordships, I'm representing the non-designated lawyers, the ordinary class of lawyers. I'm here, my lords, to congratulate your Lordships, wish your Lordships all the best. For your Lordships spoke little, but did a great in the realm of transparency. That is something, my lords, we appreciate. And my lord, we continue to seek your Lordship's guidance and support for the reforms. The great reforms are needed. The 99% of the bar, the underprivileged bar, it needs the support of someone like you, who speaks less but acts. And my lord, I'm sure your Lordship will not keep yourself busy with the arbitration work, or may not even accept any government assignments. Be with us. We want you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
As far as bar is concerned, whether it's youngsters or seniors, I'm sure they know how I encourage, give a little more time to the youngsters.
Your Lordships, I speak only from the heart for your Lordships, because your Lordships, I've seen your Lordships from my initial days at the Delhi High Court as well. And what the bar is totally grateful to your Lordships for is for leading from the front, for not speaking too much, but being completely action-packed, your Lordships. There have been instances of maximum firefighting during Lordship's tenure. And the bar, I don't know if we've been able to convey it to your Lordships or not. We hold your Lordships in the highest of the esteem for the firefighting that your Lordships have done for this institution, your Lordships, which today can stand with its head very, very, very high, your Lordships, by introducing transparency in proceedings, by introducing functioning mechanisms of functioning in a proper fashion, your Lordships. Nobody has any complaints, and only appreciation for your Lordships and your Lordships' great dignified manner of dealing with even-handedness with everyone. As your Lordship said, Lordships wants to give the younger bar a greater opportunity right now. That even-handedness is evident, your Lordships. We will miss you. And I want to also welcome Justice Gavai, your Lordships, which your Lordships can rest assured, I think, that the institution is going to move from strength to strength under his stewardship, your Lordship.
Thank you.
My lord,
May I just take a minute, my lords?
that your collegium has started the provision of interviewing the aspirant advocates for High Court.
Not interviews, interactions.
That is because interviewing, interaction is best thing for them.
May it please your Lordships. About 4 things. In the branch of commercial laws, may it be a taxation, may it be a regulatory enactment, may it be a bank matter, may it be an IBC or an arbitration. You have authored defining judgments sitting in this court, which will survive the test of time. And the institution is therefore very, very thankful to you. 2, had the greatest opportunity to appear in a batch in 2011-12 in Delhi High Court for more than 3 weeks. The defining judgment on international taxation, the AMP case, which remains still a part of the international discourse in various international taxation seminars across the globe on how to tax intangibles under the law of transfer pricing. It's 15 years, it has just rocked the globe across. 3, one of our friends was casually telling to us in one of the talks that you had been with your family away to some place, and but for the security, nobody would have even known that the Chief Justice of India is staying in that place. You were maintaining, the whole family was maintaining such a low profile, and your children were helping people to take photographs whenever they wanted a family photo or a group photo. That simplicity is something which the whole family is blessed with, is what was conveyed to us. And my lord, last, the expression no is something which normally we don't gel or feel happy about. But every golden rule has a golden exception. We will miss your musical resonance. No, 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 no. Hereafter in this court, it will resonate in our ears for times to come. We wish you the very, very best in your new long career in your contribution to jurisprudence through this institution for 2 decades and much more in the years to come. We also welcome the Honorable Incoming Chief Justice, Honorable Gavai, to continue the legacy of this rich institution. Pronounced.
Thank you. We always have to answer with yes or no.
May I just take 30 seconds, take 30 seconds to say two things. Whether I appeared or we appeared before Your Lordship as a single judge of the Delhi High Court or as the Chief Justice of India, it was always a conversation. We never felt intimidated, and that never changed over the period of 20 years. And Your Lordship's tenure as the Chief Justice, the Supreme Court took leadership on enforcing the constitutional values of equality, fraternity, secularism, and not just us, but the entire country is thankful to us. We are a better country thanks to you. Grateful for that.
Lordship, I wanted to just bring out one important dissent which people forget. Justice H.R. Khanna's father, Sarblal Khanna, had made a fantastic dissent, my lords, in the Amritsar Municipal Committee when the Lord, just after the Jallianwala Bagh, when Lord Reading was coming into Punjab, a resolution was being passed by the Amritsar Municipal Committee. Unanimously, pressure was being put a unanimous resolution welcoming him. And there was one lone dissent. That was Mr. Sarblal Khanna, father of Justice H.R. Khanna. So my lords is heir to a very rich tradition of dissent. But as everyone has pointed out here, that the institutional balance, which is a thankless task in many respects, my lords has really carried it out so elegantly that we are really grateful. It helps the Constitution in such a great measure. Thank you.
Thank you for remembering my grandfather. Not many people are aware. He was perhaps biggest force in the family. My father, my father's elder brother, and several others have gained a lot from him. One thing he used to do was he used to call them all the grandchildren to our family house. And there was one instruction to the parents. That's no child will bring his books. He said that interaction is the biggest, by interacting with each other, you'll have the biggest learning experience. And how true he was.
My lords, this week, 2 great sons of India have retired, will be retiring. Virat Kohli and my lord, the Chief Justice. My lord, on a serious note, for your spine of steel, for integrity, for writing for secularism, for writing for freedom of worship, and for writing for the Constitution. You made it clear that integrity is the value that matters most, and that is what is needed to defend the Constitution. Thank you for your service to the law. Thank you for being a role model to all of us. And thank you for making the bar so proud.
Thank you.
My Lord, Gavai, welcome.
Lord.
Welcome to the court. Welcome. I think today, Baba Saab is smiling broadly. A worthy incoming Chief Justice.
I
Thank
only agree with you. Brother will from tomorrow be here, and this institution is in very good hands.
My Lord, I salute the entire institution headed by you. The institutional integrity and Lordship, the hope and faith of the common man to defend and protect the Constitution has reached its absolute zenith as one court. So, Lordship, I salute my Lord for again upholding the institutional integrity to the hilt and to defend and protect the Constitution to the hilt.
My lords.
I want to add one sentence that bar was facing a great problem during the holidays in the main campus, my lord. Gate number B was closed during the holidays. When the Supreme Court is closed, gate number B was already closed. But when my lord has assumed charge of Chief Justice of India, my lord, I wrote a letter to my lord, and saying the problems of the bar, that only one gate E was allowing by the registry to exit and entry. And within a week, my lord has ordered to open a gate number B for using the bar members during the holidays, my lord. So it was a great contributions of my lords for the bar members, my lord. I am thankful to my lords for taking us and giving us opportunity for bar members to use both gate number E and gate number B for entry and exit. Thank you, my lord.
My lords.
Thankfully, my lords have today in the ceremonial bench not said 1 minute. And my lords must be thinking that thankfully this will be Justice Gavai's problem from tomorrow on. Which gate
I also did not say no.
So which gate to open and which gate to close, these will be all administrative issues that will fall on very, very broad shoulders. But my lords, I just wanted to add one line that while your lordships completely de-glamorized the Chief Justice of India's court, my lords filled it up with grace and with professionalism. We are very proud of your lordships being in this court as Chief Justice of India, and we wish your lordships a very good life and a very good healthy inning onwards, and we welcome Honorable Chief Justice of India, designate Justice Gavai. Thank you.
My Lords, the Chief Justice.
Dr. Singh has proved that he is always there at the right time.
We have seen your lordships from the Delhi High Court, where many of us started practice, and we've seen your lordships grow. We've seen your lordships well as representing the departments in the Delhi High Court, and it's a sense of great pride and satisfaction. Your lordships, Wallace, according to me, have engaged with the bar vigorously in every case, sometimes over vigorously even. But Wallace, your lordship have never held back anything in your mind or your heart. And your lordships have kept an open mind till the very end of that vigorous exchange. I think that's a very special quality. We will all miss you, and we wish you Godspeed and all the very best in your later life.
My Lords, the Chief Justice, if I may take the liberty to represent the LRs and the interns on this side. My Lords, my Lords always encourage the younger bar. I've been a testament to that. My Lords took me under his wings when my Lords were in the High Court. And I still remember the first interaction with my Lords. My Lord said, nothing from this room should go out and nothing from outside should come in. And my Lords encouraged us to work on matters if we found it difficult, and to just being a passer of law, to have a Justice of the Honorable High Court to train you and treat you as someone, and not being a figure who we will be worried about to face, but mentor us with love and also train us on the niceties of law, focus on the language. I remember my Lords used to work on the detail of the English language, the words are proper and the meanings used to come out. And I've been testament to the hard work which had went out in the several of the judgments my Lords had authored. So my Lords, my only wish is my Lords may continue to play badminton for his relaxation and much more. And my Lords, sincerely thank you for encouraging the bar. And my Lords, for the next innings, may Lords blast it out of the park and have a wonderful life after the retirement.
I've been fortunate. I've got some.
May I please your lordships, my lords?
Hello, may I also have permission to, my lords, say something, my lords?
My lords, it was always a great learning experience, my lords, appearing before my lords. My lords, all complex tax matters, my lords, and other matters, my lords used to dispose of with, my lords, with a smile. My lords would always be remembered for his fairness and, my lords, sense of conviction. Wishing my lords all the best, my lords.
My Lords, thank you from behalf of the younger members of the bar for pushing us to argue, especially also in the Constitution bench, and giving us an opportunity and being so patient with us. We wish you a great retirement. Godspeed, my Lords. And welcome to the Court Justice.
My Lord, I had the opportunity to be on the bench of the Lok Adalat with your lordships, my Lords, and the sense of responsibility, and my Lords, the sense of belonging we got about the institution, my Lords. It was a great experience, my Lords. And your lordships encouraged us, my Lords. I remember your lordships had said that, young man, you lead the bench. You first come in the beginning, my Lords. So that was a great opportunity for us, my Lords. And we wish you a best of life, my Lords. Justice Gavai also.
I just wish to add, my Lord, your lordships had a spine of steel, my Lord, with courage, compassion, empathy for the younger bars, my Lord. All the younger people, whosoever has appeared before your lordships, they have come with happy faces, my Lord. You have given them more than enough of the time as compared to the designated senior advocates, my Lord. So we wish you a very, very good and healthy life, your lordships. Have a great evening, Lord. Thank you.
My Lord Liberty, we are reading only one thing, my Lord. My Lord is always ready for all matters, thorough out,
And my lord, disclosing everything, why your matters is deciding in this way and that way.
We don't give reasons, but we, in writing, but we do pronounce it. So,
Who is giving a reason? So
thank you. Thank you.
Lordship, being a younger member of bar, we will miss your encouragement and patience hearing. Lordship, wish you a very happy, healthy retirement life.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your. Sorry.
In a in a cricket-loving nation, my lord, I come as a night watchman. My lord, I must say one thing, that, my lord, while your captaincy does come to an end, your lordships have led, my lord, this institution like a, my lord, perfect all-rounder. Batting with constitution in your hand, my lord, fielding with fundamental rights in your hands, and bowling always with justice in your lordship's mind. My lord, it has been a tremendous experience. Your lordships have strengthened this institution on judicial side, on administrative side. And that's the reason why everybody here, my lord, has smiles on their faces while your lordships are leaving. But don't be mistaken, they still will miss you, my lord, from tomorrow. My lord, while your lordships do leave a great legacy behind in Lord Justice Gavai, who is a Lord ardent follower of great Dr. Ambedkar. And we have no doubt that, Lord, this institution will be in safer hands in years to come. Lord, I must say one thing, that your lordships have done proud not only to the nation, Lord, but also to this great institution of administration of justice. I have no doubt, Lord, your parents would have been proud parents. Your family has every reason, Lord, to be proud, to smile on this lovely day. And I have no doubt, Lord, from tomorrow, they will have some extra time with your lordships over a cup of tea. So, Lord, I wish your lordships lots of joys, happiness in your retirement. And, Lord, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you, Mr. Praveen.
Well, there have been so many speeches from the other side, so I take liberty to more. With a heavy heart, I express my sentiments on the last working day of Chief Justice Sanjiv Khanna as the Chief Justice of India. But I consider today is not the day on which a distinguished career ends, but is the beginning of another illustrious third innings. For a judge, there is no greater privilege and no higher responsibility than to preside over a courtroom, to listen with fairness, to deliberate with wisdom, and to do justice to those who come before this court in such office. In the case of Chief Justice Sanjiv Khanna, his judicial career carried a double responsibility. One that very few are called upon to bear. Not only did he serve the nation as the judge of this court and later ascend to the highest judicial office as the Chief Justice of India, but he also carried forward a distinguished family legacy deeply rooted in the law and the ideals of justice. In 1976, Justice H.R. Khanna etched his name in constitutional history through his courageous dissenting opinion in ADM Jabalpur case, wherein he held that the suspension of fundamental rights during the emergency was not permissible under the Indian Constitution. To walk in the shadow of Justice H.R. Khanna, whose name is synonymous with judicial courage and moral clarity, is no small task. It demanded not only knowledge of law, but also the strength of conviction, humility in authority, and an unwavering commitment to the constitutional values. I can say with confidence that Chief Justice Sanjiv Khanna did more than simply upholding that legacy. He enriched it through his own path of principled and thoughtful services. As a judge, his decisions consistently reflected clarity of thought, depth of legal reasoning, and sensitivity to the rights of individuals. His judgments have strengthened the foundations of our constitutional democracy, particularly in areas such as personal liberty, the rule of law, and fraternity. In both his judicial pronouncements and administrative decisions, he carried forward the legacy he inherited, not as a burden, but as a guiding light. And in doing so, he has left behind a legacy of his own. His career has been defined by an unwavering commitment to the constitutional values. He has epitomized the idea that the role of a judge is not one of power, but a profound duty. There's much I would like to say about him. I will reserve those thoughts for for the farewell function in the evening. Both the Chief Justice and I are not used to give long speeches on the same topic so many times. For now, however, I will share two more brief reflections. First, it is a point in turn of history that Chief Justice Sanjiv Khanna, for a significant part of his tenure, sat in the very courtroom where the portrait of Justice H.R. Khanna hangs as a tribute to his service and his sacrifice in defense of constitutional values. For Chief Justice Khanna, this must have been a deeply personal and emotional connection. Second, it is a moment of historical dream that Chief Justice Sanjiv Khanna has led this country as it said, upholding the very values that once led to the denial of this office to his illustrious uncle, Justice H.R. Khanna. It is nothing short of a poetic justice, what was once seen as a setback in 1976. For the ideals of constitutionalism has, through the arc of time, been answered with redemption. In this, history has come full circle, not with fanfare, but with the dignity that defines Chief Justice Sanjiv Khanna. The decision of this court under his leadership to uphold the assets and liabilities of judges on the wayside of the Supreme Court and making public the process of appointment of judges to the constitutional courts depicts his deep commitment to the transparency. I had the privilege of sharing the bench with Justice Khanna in a few constitutional bench matters. I came to know him more closely through our deliberations in collegium meetings, where his views were always marked by fairness, wisdom, and an unwavering concern for the dignity of the institution. Justice Khanna is in every sense of the word a gentleman to the core, measured in speech, gracious in conduct, and deeply respectful of differing viewpoints. His humility and calm demeanor have always stood out, even in moments of constitutional complexity. On a personal note, I'm happy that our journeys in this court commenced almost simultaneously. After he came to the Supreme Court in a couple of months, I was here, and I was elected in summer, and I had the opportunity to share a bench with him in the summer of 2019 as a vacation judge. I extend my heartfelt thanks to Chief Justice Sanjiv Khanna for his invaluable service to the judiciary and to the nation. His contributions will continue to guide this institution, and his legacy will endure in the values he so consistently upheld. I wish him, Asha Bhabi, and all his family members a very healthy, long life, and we are sure that he will continue to serve the country in whatever capacity he decides. Thank you.
Thank you, Justice Gavai. Whatever I could do, just one minute.
One minute.
One more minute. You can't say no to that.
No, I will
Whatever it was on the administrative side. Okay, fine.
I have been sitting with the Chief Justice for over 10 months now, from before he became the Chief Justice. I would like to share with you some of the things that I have noticed, some that you may know about, some that you may not. You see this, I make a note of all the cases that are on the board, including transfer petitions. Let me tell you, he doesn't make notes at all. None of the cases. Everything comes from memory. Not just the page numbers, the paragraph numbers, but even the contents of those paragraphs. The dates, the details, all those pointed, hard-hitting questions that were fired at you, all of them came from his memory. No notes. On a lighter note, though, surprisingly, this eidetic memory doesn't extend to names. Because you may have noticed while he's dictating judgments, he merrily renames the parties. So that is one thing. The other thing that you may have noticed is his unending patience with lawyers who are not prepared with their cases. Irrespective of their stature and age, he would never lose his temper. He would just gently advise them to come prepared the next time. I would be getting irritated next to him. What is this? He doesn't even prepare. You are not saying a word. He says, give him a chance. He'll come back prepared next time. After 20 years on the bench to retain that kind of patience, truly amazing. What I found more impressive about him is his sincerity and strength of purpose. Whatever be the task on hand, be it on the judicial side or on the administrative side, the focus and the clarity of thought that he brought to that task, and he single-mindedly pursued it, that was really impressive. I have seen him doing it with judgments, with administrative decisions. Everything is, it's just like he's wearing blinkers and he just focuses on that problem, whatever be the issue there. On the judicial side, it has been a great learning experience for me. As a High Court judge, my perspective tended to be more narrow and pedantic. Sitting with him, I learned that I also had to inculcate pragmatism into that perspective. I remember one case where, left to myself, I would have perhaps kept it pending. This was a procedural matter, and I was to write the judgment. When I discussed it with him, he pointed out that if I kept it pending, cases all over the country would just pile up, and that was not a good situation. So I managed to find a way to reconcile these seemingly contradictory views that were presented before us and decided that case. But that gave me an inkling of an idea as to how you need to be more practical and just not strictly legalistic. On a personal front, and I'm sure I speak not only for myself, but also for all the other judges, the graciousness, the generosity, the hospitality that the Chief Justice and his beloved better half, Asha ji, who is here with us today, have extended to us, gave us a sense of togetherness and a sense of community. Because we are judges from all over the country. We are a motley group. But they managed to give us a sense of camaraderie and a sense of togetherness, which we will always cherish. As you lay down office today, Chief, today at midnight, you lay down office, I take this opportunity.
Tomorrow morning, not today.
Midnight is when perhaps the
tomorrow morning.
No?
Tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock.
Very well. So until the next Chief Justice takes oath, perhaps he will continue. So as you lay down office, I take this opportunity to wish you and your family members, Asha ji, Uday and Parul, and their better halves, Tavishi and Ravish, all the very best. Wish you plenty of good times ahead, good cheer, good health. You walk into the horizon with your head held high, Chief. It has been a privilege to sit with you, and I will miss you.
I'm completely overwhelmed, speechless, in fact. I carry with me a lot of memories, and memories which are very nice, will remain with me throughout. Once you're a lawyer, you remain a lawyer. I don't think any judge gives up being a lawyer. The public trust which the judiciary has cannot be commanded. It has to be earned. And we earn it through the members of the bar and the bench. I've always said the judiciary is a common term representing both the judges and the bench, and the bar. You are, in fact, our biggest check, apart from other checks which the system has built into. You are the conscience keeper, and you have, I must say, the bar does keep that role and ensures that it remains this way. Thank you, Justice Sanjay Kumar. The reason why I don't remember names is I don't look at the names.